Good evening. Welcome back to Pathologic. Propane Panda. Glad you're here. Also been looking forward to this. Been out a week because I caught a cold. I wasn't feeling great and other things like that. We are back now, and we've completed side quests. Barack has made a panacea that works. Only had the one dose. We gave it to Ruben. He should be good. Young Vlad got a hold of other doses of panacea, handed them out to other people, Laura, Yulia, and someone who he wouldn't say, but importantly now, two things on our mind. First, there's some dog-headed children in the house, the Stillwater, that Ava Yin owned, that are bothering the herb wife that the Stamatins sent to look after me. And secondly, slightly more important, Vlad the Younger maybe dug a hole to the disease underground, infecting the whole town and causing all of the problems, but he's currently blocked as well and won't answer our questions. So we're gonna go to Aspity and see what she can do to get him to talk, because right now that seems faster and more fun than waiting for the Inquisitor to talk to him about it. So we're gonna go do that. Did I not save after talking to him? I might not have.
Changeling knows something.
Yep. So, yeah, we'll send Aglaya after you. We threaten him, and Danielle says, let's go talk to Aspity. Okay. Now, I don't think Aspity is above asking me for favors, but she seems to be on the up and up about things, so I am happy to fulfill her requests. Narsti, thank you for joining. You haven't missed anything, but as a quick recap, Vlad the Younger filled up his well, and yeah, Aglaya, the Inquisitor, thinks his well might be a problem, and he won't answer our questions, so we're going to Aspity. Let's just do it. Honestly, I think it's a really good idea. The people of the Steppe respect Vlad the Younger, but they respect Aspity more. If anyone knows how to ruin that relationship, and, by extension, anything good going on in young Vlad's life, it's her. So she may be more scary to him than the Inquisitor. Right to the other side of the wall, and then we'll turn. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. This is our main quest. We gotta get this done. I don't know what's up with the people in the Stillwater. I don't care. I think it is interesting how quickly the game got me into the right frame of mind for the relationship with the Herb Bride currently in the Stillwater. Like, let's just say for a moment that Daniel is a good doctor, hypothetically. Then, in theory, her life matters as much as anyone. But both Daniel and I immediately recognize her as a problem and annoyance. She's introduced as a character but doesn't offer any help and just feels like another person I'm going to have to look after, who also seems quite helpless. So we're immediately dismissive of someone who seems to be, quite honestly, a perfectly fine and reasonable young lady who is doing us the service of making sure we eat and sleep. Now, like, maybe we don't like being looked after like that. Maybe that's a little insulting, but, you know. Can't have us forgetting. Right, we're definitely quick saving before talking to Aspity.
Yes.
Aspity, say, do you by any chance know what Vlad the Younger was digging out? Ah, the leech won't crack. Thinks he's the smartest. And also he seems to think he can get out of this deal, and that well with his hands and name clean. That's fine. I know how to make him talk all right. How? It's simple. Just reveal to the world all those thousands of lives that have perished in a few days because of him. And to think that I, a simple girl that I am, blamed the father. Shame. What a shame. What are you talking about? It was he who ordered to close down the termitary. He hid the truth from his father, blamed it all on some imaginary strike. He knew how to get the old man to make him mad, to make him damn everyone inside. Wait, so he knew about the epidemic before this we knew. Vlad the Younger told his father that there was going to be a strike or a riot of some kind so that Vlad the Older would close down the termitary. And we recognize the plague got in and that got everybody killed. It's bad in there. But Aspity seems to be claiming specifically young Vlad knew the plague was in there when he had it locked down. Do you have evidence? There were survivors in the termitary, and they did get out. And the stories they tell, they make my blood run even colder than it naturally is. So there were more deaths than survivors. Yeah. On the other hand, he's a loyal son still. He wouldn't like to see his father's head roll. And oh, can the mother make heads roll? And both of them will stick to that secret tooth and nail. I'd have to go on it myself. But the changeling girl has a better idea. Okay. Thank you, Aspity. So, Aspity says she's got witnesses, at least. It's good enough to threaten them with, at least. This definitely wasn't open before. That makes this much easier. Just got a letter? Haruspects. The truth reveals itself to me, Oenon. I have claimed my father's grievous inheritance. I have made my choice. I believe that the settlement can be saved. It is alive. The kin still lives, even though my father, who was destined to lead it, has died. The kin is nourished and sustained by the earth that knows how to breathe. A new harvest may be nurtured here. I devote my life to service of the kin, just as the lines of my family enjoin me to. I will change this town. It will be reborn to live anew. Victoria Olgumskaya, the White Mistress, will breathe life into it. Okay. The fallen families will be replaced by those marked by the sign of the spirits. Children they are. Tyatechik, Chieftain Notkin, Blessed Grace. Urchins Murky and Sticky. And, possibly, one more whom I did not yet get to meet. He goes by the name of Khan. If they survive, so will the town. If you want the town to live, just like I do, then help me. Or at least, don't interfere with my actions. Woe is you if any one of the children dies. They are meant to inherit the earth. Okay. Those must be his bound. Capella. I don't know. A Taichik? Techik? I don't know that one. I'm familiar with Notkin, though I don't think we've talked to him in this run. Sticky and Grace. Grace is a little odd, but okay. I don't know a Murky. Okay. I mean, that's fine. You do you, dog. I feel like the warehouses are making noise in the factories. He didn't name Reuben, which is very weird. Makes me think Reuben has got to be Clara's bound? That seems very weird. Capella is the White Mistress. I don't kind of know anything about the mistresses. They're supposed to be psychics, but Capella hasn't suggested she has any powers. She just takes care of the kids in town. Alright, baby Vlad. I got witnesses now.
Knows something. Or she was promised something.
So this is the person who's responsible for turning the termitary into a mass grave. Who told you that? That's not important. What's important is whether I'm going to relay that to the Inquisitor. No use denying it now. I knew the truth would come out when the termitary's unlocked. I just hope I'd have time before that. No such luck, I suppose. So, you did your best to conceal this. Perhaps you know more about the plague than you show. What is with this well of yours? I did indeed hide a certain crime I've committed, and I believe that something nasty was indeed dug up and bred deadly bacteria. The only snag here is that those two insightful observations are not connected in any fashion. You mean your crime and the deadly bacteria that was dug up not connected? So you knew that the bacteria originates underground, and you never told me. I don't know anything for sure. Moreover, I found nothing to support that theory. The earth in the well is clean, and the deeper I dig, the cleaner and denser it becomes. Pure sand and solid white clay. Why didn't you tell me of your suspicions? Because if my theory proved to be correct, we would have had no choice but to raise the town's residential districts, wipe out everything between the abattoir and the Gorgon. I mean, maybe, but shouldn't we know the truth? Couldn't you get everybody in on the best plan? You might be right. You can have a sample and analyze it, if you will. A sample of sand and clay, if it's necessary. I can even call my people and have them dig it up again, but honestly, you're going to need a deeper hole than that. Okay, how do I get into the abattoir? That'll have a real deep hole. I've only been there 4 times in my life. The only way in for me has always been through the termitary. Every morning, a crowd of workmen comes out of it, walks between the buildings, and is swallowed up by the abattoir's main entrance. The one they call Gorge? The Gorge. Got it. Okay, main entrance into the abattoir called the Gorge. Taichik would always open and close it himself, but now he's dead, and you're out of luck. Okay. It's not like his position at the termitary has been left vacant, right? Okay. There's our image of the town. Okay, the road to the abattoir will have to pass through the termitary. Superintendent Taichik is dead, and the overall state of affairs is best described as absolute anarchy. Nevertheless, I am certain that someone will have to accept the burden of authority sooner or later. Whoever it will be, he will allow me passage into the bowels of the earth. Okay, so... Yeah, someone in the termitary has the authority to let me into the abattoir. Before I head over there, let's head to the Stillwater and just see what's bothering Ian. Just a simple check-in. I'm just nearby. Ian said there's a bunch of people in the house, and she's scared. What a lovely lady. She welcomed us, she talked to us. Children are not allowed to be in contact with the kin people, you know. Forbidden fruit and all that. It is the sweetest... No? What? You are like 9. Ugh. This whole conversation is gross. Who are you? We've heard about your efforts, so we decided to set up embassy here. We've been told all about your plan to sterilize us all. What? Curing us. Make us healthy. Distributing protective pills. Wiping us with spirits. Gargle with mouthwash. Bathe your feet like a good kid you are. Okay. I mean, yeah, eventually, I suppose. Kid says we don't need vaccine. The order was the Inquisitors, but you'll be held responsible. Don't. It's a waste of precious medicine. Better give it to our families. We're all healthy up there, and healthy we will remain, hand on heart. Our tower is magical. It protects us from the outer world. Everybody knows that. And we're like, see, if he cares about us so much, better bring us some dry blue fire that doesn't burn paper. You've come from another place, after all. Do they have that kind of fire there? I don't know what that might possibly mean in any context. Dry blue fire that doesn't burn paper. UV light? Is he talking about a UV light? He claims the polyhedron is magical and protects them from the plague. Oh, look, I know it's clean in there. I don't know if it protects you from the plague, but it's an effective quarantine. I don't know what y'all are doing about food, but you're fine there. Khan won't let me in because I'm contagious. I'm not infected, but okay. How are you going to go back? We're not. We're an operational squad. Tomorrow we'll be sent on a very important mission to deal with the oppressors that are trying to exterminate us. Tough luck for us. The tower is only impregnable for the infection from the outside. That's just how it works. The mechanics of it. Can talk to Capella. She doesn't believe in the tower's miracles, but she'll provide you with proof, all right. She wouldn't lie, after all, which means her testimony is the most reliable one. Fine. Okay. I didn't know I was getting another side quest today. Yep. Third side quest, dog-headed children from the polyhedron wanted to tell me not to spend medicine on the children. Okay, you don't have anything to say about it. Cool, thanks. Alright, Capella's on the way, so that's fine. Let's cross and somewhere. She's an herb bride. She's one of the step people. That's just what they wear. Yeah, you know. We shouldn't necessarily bring our European colonialist ideas to the dress and traditions of the native peoples, okay? The public decency, very low on the priority list. Frick, I saw that coming. I believe the situation is she works in Andre Stomatin's club. So Andre sent her. You know, I'm willing to bet not a whole lot of call for dancers at the moment. The club attendance probably low right now. So keeping her employed or something. For whatever it's worth, Daniel does not seem interested in her at all. He didn't seem all that interested in Ava either. He seems surprised that Nina is interested in him. Maybe there's something there. Seems slight though. He's a career man. He's got other things going on. Quick save. I'm gonna pop in and pop out. Despawn any plague clouds. Reset a timer. Can't talk to Big Vlad about it yet. It's all my leverage on young Vlad.
I feel a current in my veins.
Capella, can you tell me anything about what the childrens are up to? I'm told you're skeptical towards the polyhedron. Who says that? Its inhabitants. The tower manages to perform truly breathtaking feats. And yes, by the way, I am sure that the disease, being of particular interest to you, or any other evil from outside, cannot get into the tower whatsoever. It is evil enough on its own. Well, that's a fun perspective. I would like to know more about its inherent evil. I admit the tower can perform miracles, but I do not believe it's miraculous by nature. It's dead, you see. It does not live. That's why it can do what it does. A living person would just see how blasphemous it is. How is it blasphemous? The tower preserves childhood together with all its magic, but you cannot grasp a miracle and hold on to it mechanically. You cannot treat the miraculous like that. A miracle can only reveal itself through a living person, like my mother, and be born of magical power, not of rationale. Does the tower do it rationally? The Canes have set up a seditious experiment. The Stomatins bragged that they had overcome the laws of gravity and Euclidean geometry, whilst in reality it was the Canes who took it upon themselves to attack the laws of sorcery and the miraculous powers that stumble upon our world from time to time. While the Stomatins were building ladders, the Canes were creating foci. Okay. So hypothetically, what is wrong with either of those things? Like, they built a thing that breaks the laws of physics, and the Canes used it for miracle powers. Why is any of that bad? You are brave, and my duty dictates caution. It's getting more and more frightened by the minute. The reckoning is yet to come, if it hasn't already. The tower defies the very nature of miracles, you see. It imprisons them. That's why the wisest children have already left it. Which ones? Taya Tichik, for instance. A 5-year-old kid worshipped by the kin. They call her the Mother Superior. Was merely a careless kidling in the tower, and now she's in charge of the termitary and the 5,000 souls inside. We've been there already, by the way. I'm worried about her. I have. If you happen to come by, please give her this medicine and tell her that me personally, it's important, I told her to take it if she ever feels unwell. She will trust me. Otherwise, they'll keep taking those horrible yellow pills. The only ones they acknowledge. Sure. Come by and tell you how it went. Okay. Oh, asked me to give medicine to the Warden Taichik's 5-year-old daughter, who is now in charge. And those are Ferromycin.
Father has been avoiding me lately.
Capella is obviously not a doctor, but she does care after the children. She knew about the Schmouters. She understood that the Schmouters in their dosage would be lethal to the children, which is what got me my first Schmouters. You're gonna infect me, piece of garbage. Will you stop trying to block me? Pop in quick to get rid of the rat. Thanks. Hard left. The rat is following me because the disease is alive and evil and specifically trying to stop me. That's why. Well, I know now who I need to talk to get inside the abattoir. Yep, the rat wants me because I make a good virgin sacrifice, that's why. Okay, there's a lot of bad guys here. This is a lot. We're dealing with a lot right now. Okay, thank you. I just gotta find her. Termitary is a big building. Save here. Alright, we went left to find Artemis, or we went right to find Artemis, so we'll go left to find her. She might be upstairs, though. I think that barrel fire means anything. Okay. Apparently not. Apparently this barrel means nothing. Hello. Okay, he won't talk to me. He lit up. I thought he might talk to me. There's a third floor. It's 4:30. There's many floors. What the heck am I talking about? How am I supposed to know? Okay, that's blocked. That's helpful. I like that. Getting tired. Great. That was blocked. Okay, so there's only 3 floors from... Okay, this must be the way. This is it. Yeah. This says cult leader right on it. Permission to speak to your child. Okay.
There is a head taller now. Yeah.
Here he is. Here he comes. Listen, everyone. This is a doctor. He came from outside. Will you do me a favor? Sure. You let me into the abattoir? Bring me the person who got us locked in here when everybody got sick. I mean, I'm kind of on your side about that right now, a little bit. What would happen? I want to ask him why he had us locked up, and then ask him some more. It doesn't take a genius to see that you're going to kill him. We're not going to kill him. We'll take him. I don't want to refuse necessarily. Like, I'll probably refuse, but the option to hand over an Olgimsky to a 5-year-old cult leader, it's not bad. It's not a bad option. I was just going to shoot him. So. Okay. If you do what I'm asking of you, I'll open the passage to the abattoir for you. Oh, okay, see, here. As long as you let me into the abattoir, Daniel's like, okay. So the thing is, I know that I want to save Everyone's Bound. All of the Everyone's Bound. And I don't know if the Olgimskis will count for anyone. Also, currently, the Olgimskis are in control of the drug distribution. And if I bring over one, I'm not actually sure which one she's asking for here. But technically, Big Vlad, he's the one who did lock it down. And see, that's the other thing. Okay. If I get one of the Olgimskis killed, the other one will just stop working with us. That's what will happen. And all the medicine in town gets locked up. On the other hand, the person she wants is not the person actually responsible. Big Vlad locked them up. Young Vlad is the one who knew the plague was here. Yes, and I solved the attempted murder puzzle. Let's see what the other option is, although I might load a save at some point in the future and bring an Olgimski. I bet there's an achievement for it. Bring you a toy. You are 5. That sounds fine. What toy would you like? The toy, my supreme calf. I'll show you where the guys have left him. Okay, I know this whole area is super infected, but she wants me to go get a toy cow. Okay, can I... First, we'll save. Give you medicine from Capella.
What?
Victoria sent these drugs to you. She said you must take them if you ever feel unwell. Are you sure? It's not real medicine. They're very pills. Capella told me you should take them if you ever get sick, alright? Only because Capella says so. I would swallow a bumblebee for her. Got a reputation boost off that. Termitary and the polyhedron are polarized structures at opposite ends of the town, antithetic of each other. I failed to protect the Termitary, and I have neglected the Tower of Children. I can only hope that it does not fall to the same mistake. Look, I did everything I could. We're doing fetch quests for cult leaders as opposed to a human sacrifice. So that we can go inside the building where the cows are torn apart. Because there's a very deep hole in the earth there. I thought for sure my way out was over here. God, I'm lost on the first floor. An upside down smiling bear. We want to go in there. That's where we want to go. That opening. Because we need to find out if the disease came from underground. It's something we just haven't been able to check yet. It's a long way. I need to get down here. Duck into Sticky's house real quick. Get rid of all the infected around us. Frick. Frick. Dodging rat and plague cloud. Can't get me. Oh, that's locked. So we'll go into the butcher shop, please. Thank you. Food, thank you. Rat is gone. Okay. Breathe for a second. Okay. Still trying to, like, wrap my head around that quest with Capella and the dog-headed children. Kids came down from the polyhedron to tell me not to waste my vaccines on them because they're protected by the polyhedron. And then I told Capella about that, and she's like, yeah! Look, I don't believe that the polyhedron is wholly miracle working or whatever, but it absolutely does keep the disease out. So, no worries. Oh, hey, by the way, there's a 5-year-old I need you to go give these pills to. I just did that. Okay, this is a plague house. This is... There's people in here, currently dying. Oh, that's not gonna work. I might get infected a second time. That would be very bad. saved while being chased by a rat, so I need to be holding the walk forward button while I load so I don't get bit by the rat after loading. Game trying its darndest to crash on me. Let's search the house. You're another person. That's the thing. Okay, so I gotta get here. I don't think I'm getting in and out of that house without getting infected. Alright, 1 second. Let me clear this rat. Proper save. What have I got for immunity boosters? Twirling extract boosted my immunity to maximum? I mean, that's worth a shot, I guess. Come on. I did such a good job dodging the plague before, but I don't think this current house is really good for that. I didn't get infected. Come on. Just gotta get out of the house. I hurt myself drinking Twirine. Here, I'm gonna bring this over. I lean forward too much for that current position. Pretty sure. You see, I drank the Twirine extract, boosted my white blood cells. Between that and my boots, I think I technically didn't catch the plague. Not taurine, Twirine. We're gonna do a hard save separate from the quick save. Let's go bring her toy. If I'm infected, and it's just not showing because it's a tiny, tiny, tiny amount, it's entirely possible. It would definitely show by the time I got there. Frick, I need like a path. This is not a path. This is fire. This is bad. Why are there multiple blood angel clouds? What is happening? Okay. Think I'm still good. It still looks good. I might be wrong about that. We'll find out. Propane Panda, I want you to know that I appreciate you. You're hilarious. Walking through town has been awful. This has easily been the worst day for walking through Plague Districts. It's the whole center of town. Propane Panda, thank you for those 100 bits. I know you don't have to do that. I appreciate it. So much going on. Daniel is tired. What's my food situation look like? Got some nuts. Do you have any food? Yup. That's food. Oh, I do have a cloth mask. That's what it was. Cloth mask and twirine extract. Yeah, fair trade. Should tourniquet for some food. Something for tomorrow. I don't have enough for any of them. Look, we made it back to the termitary, and we didn't have to murder a capitalist for it. Why did I do that again? Because it would have been wrong? Would it? Definitely still just not infected. Crushed it. Way to go, gang. Okay. Let's just hit another hard save. And here is your toy. Can I please go see your big hole, please?
Lyra is a head taller now. Yeah.
I brought you the calf. Is this the one? Please tell the butchers to let me in. I will. You get the rite of passage. Come back half an hour before midnight. The boulder will be rolled away. Cool. superior will grant me passage into the abattoir. That's everything done. Honestly, I should just eat that food now. Okay, sleep. Eat some more, maybe? Should I shoot some burglars for their knives to trade for food? $7 o'clock. It's like 4 hours. Just go to Laura's. She might have a little food. Go to Laura's, rest for like 3 hours. Walk back. It looks like such a long walk. There's no way this shop is open, right? It's infected. You are. I mean, take the bread, that's fine. Anything I got? I still have the cloak and mask. Trade the nuts to children. These razors nobody seems to want. Some kids might want the razors. We'll take a look. You can take these alpha tablets. They're just taking up space. I'm not using them. I have other ways to boost my immunity now. No idea what all that squishy noises were. That's right, Sabarov is sick. I don't think I've walked by. There's just so many infected districts. I'm not walking in enough districts where I can run into people to trade with. You. Don't you run away. Food. Shotgun shell. I'll take that. Thank you for the shotgun shell. Catching me, not today. Okay, you're gonna try though. None of you. Quick saved. One alpha tablet. That's not food.
Was it a month ago? I can't remember.
Laura, is it true that Vlad the Younger sold you a panacea? No, it's not. Why do you even ask? Are you all trying to torture me on purpose? Laura, I know everything. Just tell me how it went. It was a gift. It's positively transformed. Yulia gave her panacea to Clara. At least that's what Clara says. People say the thief has her way of making others part with their belongings. Talk about it again tomorrow. Okay. Do I know the unit number of the troops that have been sent here? No. Lara wants to know things about the soldiers. Alright, we ate our bread. That'll do us till mid-tomorrow, I suppose. Yeah, they report to block. That's what I got. Alright, 7:40. It opens at 11:30. If I sleep 3 hours, it'll be 10:30. I'll have an hour to get back there. I gotta get there between 11:30 and midnight, so we'll leave ourselves a little bit of room there. Let us save and sleep 3 hours. Okay. You're right, maybe she does have a crush on Block. That tracks. He seems well respected. Burglars yet. I feel like I'm seeing them as much during the day as I would at night anyway. How you doing, bloke? You alright? Donate some coins to cure yourself and your family. Sure. Interesting. I have the option to give him up to 4,000 coins. I donated 500 and my reputation is already maxed out. That's fine. I'm not worried about it. I just got a letter? Letter quest. The abattoir's entrance is open. That's an hour before midnight, but you know, fair enough. We'll call it game mechanics. just gotta get there. That's why I gave myself the time that I did. There's an infected person leaving their district. Everybody punch them to death. What is an herb bride doing out here? Do not condemn us for our lasciviousness. That's just how the local customs and morals are. Are you not afraid? The darkest hour is always just before the dawn. Feels so good to clean out all of the dirt and start life anew. So afraid of the debauched soldiers, though. They're definitely going to frequent the pub. That is how it always is. Hey guys, I was given express permission by your leader. I don't think they like my papers. Daniel the Glass-Jawed? I'm already down. Getting a ground pound. That's a very big gun there. That's a Mako cannon.
The day is over. Your timely efforts allowed your supporters to remain unharmed. A new mime performance is being rehearsed at the theater.
The town is dying. It all ends in less than 4 days. Cool, let's hit that save. Day 9, in which the town is occupied and the worried children ask for the bachelor's help for the first time ever.
I'm feverish.
I'm glad that you've made it, Bachelor Denkovsky. What were you doing in the abattoir? I was looking for you. Is that so? Ex-Governor Saburov told me where to look for you at this night. I seek your advice. What have you discovered about the epidemic? Can it be stopped? And what can the army do to that end? The Inquisitor. The Inquisitor is my enemy. Evidence mounts by the hour. I have no further desire to listen to my enemies. A dog should never trust a cat. Fire should never trust water. And I, a battlefield general, will not trust Inquisitors. Why? I don't want to set him off. I feel like I'm going to need more. Just to help in any angle. Do you have any idea how many traps Inquisitors spin in their webs? The truth will be beyond your wildest expectations. I am not a puppet. I suspect, however, that I have already been made into one. I suspect that even the words I'm uttering now are merely a part of her calculations. I think you're exaggerating. I feel a fighting man in you. Someone who thinks before he strikes. Someone who takes responsibility for his blows. Who chose a worthy opponent and is capable of vanquishing it. We are two warriors, and it is our task to deal with the evil threatening to spread across the whole country from here. Please consider me a friend.
Whose will was it that sent us to this plague-ridden hellhole? We're needed at the front line.
Tell me, Alexander, what are your intentions concerning the polyhedron? That terrible structure on the other side of the river? Yes. How does it even stand upright? Made possible by an ingenious architectural solution, I suppose. I'm not yet sure. And what's inside? 1,000 children, give or take. They are hiding from the infection. Who's looking after these children? They are managing perfectly well by themselves. If they're managing perfectly well, less trouble for us. Do they never leave that thing? No, and they let no one inside. Why did you bring the subject up? Well, I wanted to ask two things of you. First, do not disturb them with your attention. Leave that to me. And second, should they try anything stupid, such as... I don't know, if you hear strange sounds from that direction, if they send messengers, anything, just consult me first. I'm staying here until the end. Very well, you have my word. Okay, Daniel Dankowski done one thing. Got the army man to promise not to blow up 1,000 kids. Thank you. Okay, nothing in quests. I have 5 letters. Okay, Yulia wants to invite me to the Trammel, for my own benefit, of course, since the matter I'd like to discuss has a bearing on yesterday's happenings. Make haste, Bachelor. Time is of the essence. 3 more parties are playing this particular game. We may easily find ourselves outpaced. Anna. That's Anna Angel. I sincerely urge you to see me at the Willows as soon as you can. We have serious business that needs taking care of. Pay no heed to those slandering me. Everything is different now. The fact of the matter is, we have an opportunity to save the life of one of your closest associates. Okay. Laura. Please do come to the shelter. I know how preoccupied you are, how exhausted, but the matter is of great importance. I hope this will be the last thing I ask of you. Okay. Victor Kane. I wish I could start this letter on a happier note, Bachelor, but I am utterly crestfallen. There is hardly a more harrowing discovery than to look back on the life you have lived and see how little you have managed to do. I'm almost out of time, and the only thing I want is to pass whatever it was that gave meaning to my existence on to somebody else. Unsurprisingly, I see no better man to confide in than yourself. Please come see me when you can. Yes, I hope that the tower will open up before you. It is very important. And Aglaya. Because of what happened yesterday, I can't help but feel worried about you. Please don't rush headlong into your independent investigation. Keep in mind that the army is a force to be reckoned with, and any mistake we make may well be our last. What we need to do is wait to collate our observations. I will be waiting for you at the cathedral. Okay. 5 people want to talk to me. My map of the town. That one's red. That feels like that's main quest material. Interestingly, one didn't show up at the cathedral. I hate the idea of doing Anna first, but I do like the arc this makes. So we'll go to Anna Angel first. Then... Finally, hold on. Okay, this seems to have an order to it. Laura seems to have urgent business with me. And now Anna has urgent business to discuss too. Finally, there's Yulia's business. Okay. Laura first. Okay, inventory's good. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Cannot talk to the soldiers. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Theater first. Yeah, that's a flamethrower. Cool. All right, theater performance. Here we go. I was told there was a performance.
What?
I was specifically told there was a new performance at the theater. Did I miss it because I was unconscious? Will I have the opportunity to see it? Come back at night. All right. Now, Laura. I don't like how nobody was telling me what they want. I'm gonna ransack your cabinet first.
Haruspex thinks it's all a trial. He doesn't have the faintest idea how we live here.
Lara says, don't be surprised, I need a pistol. And it must come with bullets, or whatever it is that they shoot. Yes, it is bullets. I've asked everybody, even the changeling. You know that tiny pistol she carries around? That looks very handy. It's just what I need. But she wouldn't give it to me. She said she has plans for me, that she requires my life. Why do you need a pistol? I can't tell you, I just want a weapon. I'm scared of the soldiers. But it really has to be small, like Clara's. I won't be able to handle a big one, so I'll miss. I'll reward you. I'll give you whatever it may cost. Here, I saved up. Lara, I don't like this at all. You want to take a pea shooter to protect you from the army. I get it. You're scared. I got 5 guns on me right now. I hear you. But strongly feels like the gun is a greater danger to you than anyone else, Lara. It's not like you're my husband or older brother, are you now? If you won't bring it to me, I'll ask the Haruspex. He's less squeamish. Alright, damn. I give you a very rare and valuable thing in exchange. That thing from yesterday, remember? Interesting. I can refuse to go get her a pistol, and in doing so, refuse her panacea. She didn't give me anything. I talked to her yesterday about a panacea. She will give me panacea if I get her a pistol. I'll promise her the pistol. Maybe I disable it even. We'll see. The panacea is useful. Definitely people getting sick. Saparov needs curing. And if she tries to shoot herself with it, she'll probably miss. So, okay. Lara wants to kill somebody. Maybe herself. She asked me to bring her a smaller pistol, for she is unable to handle that of a regular size. Who does she want to shoot? Even with the tiniest firearm imaginable, her escapade would prove to be nothing but a suicide attempt. Yep, Danielle's read it right. Okay. Let's go to Anna. See what this quest is about. A lot of soldiers. There are more army men here. There are more army men here than there were city watchmen. So now they're shooting the infected instead of punching them to death. Cool. By cool, I mean the opposite of that. we're just buying the food. That sounds good. Haven't had a need for money for a little bit. And I've got a bunch of junk I can sell if I really need money. Really just cannot talk to the soldiers. Or the flamethrowers. Cool, the flamethrowers attack rats. Cool, okay. Anna?
What?
People are supposed to help each other. That I believe firmly. You may perish yourself, but you should help your fellow being. Extend a hand today to thy neighbor, and he will do the same for you tomorrow. And even if he doesn't, so what? The giver's own virtues will be his consolation all the more. What do you want? Vlad the Younger recently went through a dramatic metamorphosis. His eyes burn bright, his words are brave, his acts so noble. It all paints a great picture of him. He used to be a cynical leech, and now he is a hero. So why wouldn't I follow his example? Give away what little I have left. Count me in. Okay. What are you planning? I have procured what Lara asked for. Voila! A small weapon of self-defense. Oh no need to thank me. I got it practically for free. You know, from the previous owner. But there's more. If you deliver this present to Lara anonymously, I will gladly give away the most valuable thing that I own. My panacea. Why? Lara needs it for self-defense. Not the gun. Why the panacea? Give it to her in secret, no questions asked, and no names mentioned. When you deliver the pistol to Lara, come back for your reward. I don't mind parting with it anymore. That sounds suspicious. It's just girls' business, alright? Anyway, I wanted to do a good deed for once. Wash away my old stain, so to speak. And that's what I get in return. You won't even appreciate my sacrifice. And I promise to give you the panacea, the sample I got from Vlad the Younger. Fine, give it to me, I'll deliver it to Lara. It's not even in my weapons.
I don't want to undress. What if there's something scary on my skin?
An old Derringer-type pocket pistol. Minimal recoil and weak penetrative power. Okay. So my only conclusion there is Anna wants Lara dead. Or wants Lara to kill whoever she's planning on fighting? We'll go this side, this will be better. But it sounds like Anna wants Lara dead. And whether that is giving her the means to... What? What even hit me? Not okay. Whether she's getting into a fight that she can't win, or she's misusing the weapon and kills herself, or... Yep, we've got the tiny gun. Okay. Or it's just ridding Lara of her panacea. Whatever Anna's plan, she wants Lara dead. I think I'm going through with it under the assumption whatever trouble Laura is getting herself into, I can handle. Yulia seems tied into this somehow. Please flamethrower the rat, not myself. No flamethrowing the rat? What are you guys here for? Let's see what Yulia's about. Maybe she has information that'll make this make sense. That's worth it. A repellent cloak to wear for protection. And it's somewhat flameproof. That seems important right now. So these are the gloves I have. Those are disposable. Okay, Rio. Army gloves. Those are way too expensive. Way, way, way too expensive. I'm gonna sell this. I still have a Miradorm and a morphine, so that's fine. Don't need the alpha tablets. This reduces the rate of infection when you're already infected. I'm not going to get infected. I don't need it. I'm carrying a bunch of razors that nobody seems to want, so we'll get rid of those. Interestingly, I could just sell the pistol. Never used my lamp. I'll hold on to the Twyron extract. That stuff's good. That stuff's real good. Okay, have a protective cloak. Use some repairing on my boots and gloves, but I now have a protective cloak. I have protection. I have protection! Okay, Yulia. You're tied into this somehow. I know when I look at my map.
It's so lonely here.
So nice of you to drop by. What did your visit to the military reveal? Did you get to meet Alexander the Great? Was he a man of astute mind, vigorous imagination, and refined sense of humor? Please be as sincere as possible. The subject is of significant interest to me. Why? My field of inquiry is ever the same. I am testing a theory which concerns what I refer to as the tripwires of fate. You know, I'm a bit of a fatalist, don't you? Anyway, in order to further test my hypothesis, I will require your assistance with one of my enterprises. Apart from its sheer scientific value, this whole business will rid Laura Ravel of whatever is troubling her. Moreover, with a little bit of luck, an innocent life will be saved. Okay. So, what's happening is I'm going to give Laura a gun, and in doing so, she and Anna are going to give me their panaceas. And then you are going to get rid of the reason Lara needs the gun, so she won't use it. Okay. Lara Ravel conspires to assassinate the commander. She is so naive, our Lara, barely able to keep her operation a secret. Half the town is aware that she seeks to purchase a firearm. No one would sell her one, of course. Why does she want to kill Commander Block? Ludicrous, is it not? The man was wounded 4 times at the Karstoff Fords, which did nothing to impede him. He emerged a victor, regardless of the grenade fragment which sat bone deep in his flesh. And there she is, expecting a hero as such to be killed by a pellet which would hardly suffice to put a dent in his uniform. What's her problem with the commander? She believes that he represents a kind of universal evil, an ultimate annihilator who has arrived with the only purpose of reducing the town to rubble. If only he was killed, Lara thinks, it will provide us with a much-needed delay. After all, the medicine was already researched, she thinks. Was it, though? I don't know. Just wait till you've heard it all. The commander was informed by some unknown benefactor that there will be an attempt on him soon. Along with everything else, the note contained a request. If the assassin proves to be a woman, she must not be killed. The weapon of the assassin, the note said, will be a harmless toy, and whoever wields it will not deserve anything more than a short-term imprisonment. How do you know about this letter? Did you write it? Why would you insinuate such a thing? I had absolutely nothing to do with the letter. It was someone else, someone very involved with this whole affair. Just like the rest of the parties, this person acts in good faith and conscience. I doubt you can convince me of that. It is well known that Block is as chivalrous as they come. If the hapless assassin is guaranteed safety, the unknown correspondent has promised to let the commander know the name of the culprit, and therefore spare him the tiresome necessity to seize every single person to appear within firing range. I don't think he would be too disappointed to learn that the letter was written by none other than Anna. Got it. So, Anna Angel wrote a letter to the commander saying, "A woman is going to kill you, and I will tell you who." And so Anna wants to give Lara a gun so that when the army comes for Lara, they'll find that she is actually armed and will execute her. Don't be too harsh on her. She's a thespian, a child eager to entertain her whims. The assassination will be an utter fiasco. The military will be forewarned, and the gun that Lara has obtained will not fire. They will treat Lara as they treat women they believe to be hysterical or deranged. They are going to lock her up. That's not better. What is your plan? The commander wants to know who the woman is. Just tell him the assassin is me. Tell him that whoever else comes to shoot him with a weapon that does not fire is merely a madwoman, keen to sacrifice herself for me. The reason I have plotted an asinine scheme like this is that I need to be placed under house arrest as soon as possible. I'd rather not tell you why I need that. Yulia wants protection. Okay. Yulia wants the army to protect her. And so she's going to get arrested to do that. And in her being arrested, Lara won't get shot for trying to assassinate Commander Block. What if they shoot you, Yulia? The man who won the Battle of the Fords is going to shoot me? Don't be ridiculous. I have nothing at all to fear from him. Because you're a fatalist, and not afraid of death, right? Don't lie to me, Yulia. This is dangerous. This is the best option still. I know Lara too well. No one will be able to stop her. She will find a gun sooner or later. On the other hand, your cooperation may net you Anna's panacea in addition to my own, since Anna was the third person offered a vial. What did you call it? The tripwires of fate? That's why you're safe? Still doesn't seem like the brightest of ideas. There's no reason to worry. This whole affair will hurt no one. Quite the opposite, in fact. Everyone will benefit from it. Everyone, including yourself. I don't really need this vial of panacea, you see. I may be very easily persuaded to hand it over. Fine. Interestingly, these count as 3 separate side quests. So, give gun to Lara. Tell Anna we gave Lara the gun. Tell Commander Block Yulia's going to kill her. Kill him. Collect panacea. I just really gotta make one more loot. And I'll have 3 panaceas. And no one gets hurt. Everything's fine. This district's not infected. So I was entertaining the possibility that Yulia is trying to kill herself via army. And as a way to avoid getting infected by the plague. But there's no immediate threat of that. In fact, Lara's district is the one that's infected. So that would be why Yulia would give up her panacea. She'd give up her panacea because she's not going to need it, because she's going to go die by getting herself shot. We just have to make sure that doesn't happen.
Haruspex thinks it's all a trial. He doesn't have the faintest idea how we live here.
Take it. It's a double-barreled pocket pistol. If luck is on your side, it may penetrate plywood. Thank you. Here's the thing I wanted to give you since yesterday. The exchange is unequal, but thank you anyway. Perhaps I'll bring it back to you soon. I got room for the panaceas since I sold all those other drugs, so... Alright, now we go deliver the assassination message to Block. So that Lara doesn't get herself killed. And then even if Lara tries to carry out her assassination plot, she'll do nothing to the commander because her gun is useless. And he'll just treat her like a madwoman rather than an enemy assassin.
You are not the only healer here.
There's going to be an attempt on your life. Have you been told already? I seem to have found myself in the middle of a funny story or someone's idiotic practical joke. I received a letter clearly penned by a deranged woman. It warns me of some sort of vigilante in a painfully high-strung manner. The vigilante is herself, right? Ooh. I could pin this on Anna. That's fucked up. Anarsti, I hear you. I have no love for Anna. She is not trying to assassinate Commander Block. She, in fact, wasn't trying to get Willow. She wasn't trying to get Willow killed. She was trying to get paid initially. Anna got Willow killed as much as I got Willow killed. Also, not that this counts for anything. I recognize that. Willow was infected. She was dead in 2 days. This is just so cold. A little bit I have to think of everyone's bound, but importantly, Yulia is seeking house arrest for protection and says she'll need it. I don't know why. Probably because Anna Angel's gonna go after her next. And if I send the army after Anna, Anna gets arrested instead. And Yulia won't have the army protecting her. So, as much as I would love Anna to get her just desserts, I'm not going to sacrifice Yulia to do it. The vigilante is a much more significant woman. I fear only one woman in this town. Is it Aspity? Because that's the mine. If she chooses to try for my life, so long me. But I don't think we should use such extravagant means to achieve that end. Her name is Yulia Lyracheva. She suffers from a neurotic condition. Interestingly, I can pin it on her and not call her crazy. I'll send riflemen there immediately. Let her be under house arrest until I have time to make a closer acquaintance. One more thing. The gentler half of the town community is already abuzz with the news, so should any overexcited lady come here, I understand. She will be treated with utmost respect. I will talk to her and do my best to set her right, but if she turns violent, she will be locked up. Thank you, Commander. Hardly any consideration, Commander set his outfit of rifleman to Yulia's place. Could it be that she just wanted arm protection around the clock? Mm-hmm, yep. I'll have to go to her and get the panacea. I also would not get the panacea if I didn't send the army to Yulia's, but I will admit I was not thinking about that at the time. I was definitely thinking that Yulia seems to think she is going to die. So if I don't... So when the rats are chasing me, the flamethrowermen don't handle them. Seems unfair. I don't want Yulia to die because I'm on a revenge quest against Anna. You know, I really should be horrified that so many people are being shot in the street, but I'm dealing with a lot fewer bandits today, so... I don't want to say there's a silver lining, but...
My hair is disheveled and coming out.
I've delivered the pistol to Lara. It's done. Here's the reward. See? I'm giving it to you. I part with it as easily as I acquired it. Well, do you admire me? Positively charmed. It stacks with the other one, so... There was a part of me that was thinking, she emptied the bottle and is giving me wine. Alright. We go see Yulia. She'll have the whole army around her. We just let me talk to her. She's house arrest, right? So it's not like she can't have visitors. She just can't leave. They can check me before I go in and after I leave. That's fine. I'm gonna go on this side of you because you're gonna shoot him. Thanks. We'll save beforehand, of course, just in case. But I'll be 3 panacea richer. I was gonna say it's early in the morning, but I forgot we started today at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so it's actually quite late already. I have not started the main quest. Sure enough, whole bunch of riflemen. Oh, they do not like me coming to visit her. Interesting.
What?
I got the jitters, what with all this excitement. Fortunately, everything seems to have worked just as it was intended to, if for a single minuscule blunder. What blunder? Shots were fired. What was that all about? Your new friends fired at me. Did they now? You were perfectly able to defend yourself, I presume? Interesting, it assumes I killed them. Why are you doing this? My calculations were compromised by a factor I could not anticipate. Apparently it's best not to involve you in any affairs that have to do with fate and the diversity of its manifestations. I owe you a vial of panacea then, don't I? Yulia's fatalism was further reinforced. Her restless mind is constantly occupied by some furtive activity. Invisible, but no less dangerous for that. Okay, it's 9 o'clock. I'm gonna pop out here and just make sure the soldiers are still here. They sure are. They're real confused now, though. Why aren't they firing at me? Interesting. We load. These soldiers will chase me anywhere. If I'm gonna get that panacea, I'm going to need to kill all of them. I think we're gonna save and stop here for today. And when we come back, we're gonna shoot a bunch of soldiers. That's what's gonna happen. For now, that'll be it for tonight. Thank you all for joining me. I will see you next week. Good night, everybody.